Getting this set up. All right, cool. So I'm just gonna let people in as they come, and I'm just gonna share my screen as well. So the idea of this was gonna be like an ask me anything, um, and it's gonna be pretty much free format. Whoever has questions can ask. I don't think it'll be a long class, depending on how many people wind up coming in. But just to kind of answer your question, because you asked it just a few seconds ago, um, there used to be a few different websites that KW provided to agents. There was a market leader website, there was a Playster website, and then obviously now we have the KW Command agent sites. So in your case, you may perhaps have your old site either being hosted through Market Leader still. The Playster sites would have disappeared. So if you're having trouble finding that, that might be why. But with the new agent sites, you can actually, they can still be set up for teams specifically. However, they're not, I wouldn't say that they have them built specifically for teams, but you can format it to be like a team site. So,
Okay,
for example, if you wanted to be like you and
Stephen.
Steven, you'd be able to essentially kind of customize it to
Oh,
have your information.
okay. I was just going to use that old one to copy it anyway, but
Yeah.
okay. Then
The
that's
other the other benefit with the KW agent sites is that they have full IDX, so you're not paying any extra to have like any of the MLSs integrated. They're already in there for you.
oh, okay, great, great. Then that's
Um,
Fiona.
so,
Yeah, that's what we'll do then. We'll work it off the command.
yeah. So I just want to real quickly, I'll go over and show you. If we go to consumer and command, and I might be pausing every now and then to let people in, but
Okay. Where
if
did
you
you
go,
go?
I'm on command right now. I'm under agent.kw.com. And I have this recording, so I'm going to post this later on as well. But just to kind of go back to what I was talking about with the KW command agent sites, you actually have the ability to, you can create custom pages. So within the custom pages, they have a team widget. And with the team widget, it's going to pretty much populate the information for everybody who's on the team. It's still, I would say it's like, I think it's good enough. I think they would benefit from a little bit more customization for it. But I think for now, to be able just to have something put together real quickly, um, it's fairly simple to do. So I want to just show my agent site as well so you can see what it looks like currently. So this is my agent site. I have, my listing search here. I have some feature listings that I can also put in there now, which is really cool. Then you have your lead capture form or contact form. Now, on the top here, you have a drop down menu, and this is where you can add your pages.
Where is that?
So,
Up where? Oh, you know what it is? My this is in the way. Let me get rid of this.
all good.
Okay, where is it?
So this is just on my agent site right now. I'm going to go back to show you where you can find that. But under my agent site, I just have a drop down menu here with all the different types of pages I would have created. Now, if I go back to command under the consumer section, what I can do is I can go to create a new site.
Oh,
Now that's a little, don't get a little, I guess I would say it's a little confusing, the wording around that. But basically, when you're creating a new site, you're just creating a new page. So, like, if I want to create a new page for my agent site, I can do that by selecting the first option. If I want to create something like a landing page, perhaps I want to create like a single property website or a open house sign-in form, which you can also do in here, which is really cool. You can use this option or either of those options depending on what you're trying to do.
okay.
So let's say I'm trying to create a team profile page for my website. The way that I do that is I go where it says on my agent site, create page, and I'm just going to name this page here. Just we'll call this my team page. Now, on the left hand, or on the right hand side rather, are a bunch of different widgets. And right in the middle here is my canvas, if you want to call it that. It's just a blank sheet of paper, basically. And on the right-hand side, you have widgets here. So any of these widgets that I want to add into my page, I can just essentially drag it in. So in this case, I want to have my team profile page. I'm going to go ahead and just drag that in. And you're going to notice here now it creates like this little placeholder. And this is essentially what it would basically look like. So meet the team, it'll have like a little team intro, and then all the team members would appear under this page.
Wow, that's really something.
Yeah, so if I go to configure widgets, the next thing I would have to do is basically, I can put in my headline here. I can say something about the team here. Now, I don't have a team, so I don't have a drop down, but you would have a drop down here for your team specifically. And then what that would do is auto populate the information from your team onto this page here.
Oh, so you would fill it in the text on the right and then drag it over? Okay.
So all you would have to do from here is just select your team, and then it's going to do it automatically. So all that information about yourself and Steven will just appear here automatically after that.
Okay.
Once you hit save and apply, that's going to be your new team page.
And if you're not a team and you just want to add other things, then you can add anything over there.
Yeah, on the right-hand side are the widgets.
Yeah, on the widgets.
So basically, what I just showed you is a way that you can build out the page.
To build out the page, right.
The other thing you have to do before that is there's a site and app settings menu.
Site and app settings? Where was
So
that?
it's right here.
Site and app settings.
And under site and app settings, we do have a site pages menu, which is all the way to the right. And here's where I can actually set up the pages. So I can say, like, I have the page that I created. I want to add it to my website now. Yeah. So I can just go to add a page. And then basically from here, because I didn't finish creating it, it wouldn't be in here. But I would have on my list, I would have a team page there. And I would just, let's just say it was this one as an example. We'll hit continue. And I would just say, like, something like our team, and I can just say our team here. URL slug is just how it's going to appear on the URL, as you can see.
Right.
And then the SEO description is going to be some of the keywords to kind of describe the page itself. And it's also meant to help with your Google ranking. So within Google, there's search rankings and SEO, which is search engine optimization, that it scans your website for specific keywords that people would be searching for. Mm-hmm. And that helps kind of boost your site up on the search results in Google. So putting in a nice little SEO description there would definitely be helpful. I go more into that when I do like my consumer classes. Okay. But basically from here, it would just be something like specializing in the Bergen County area, and I can just say something like Keller Williams real estate agents specializing in the Bergen County area and in towns. We can just say something like Woodcliff Lake. What else is around that area? Upper Saddle River.
You could just write all towns in Bergen County, though, right?
Yeah, if you prefer. But these keywords that I'm putting in are going to help boost my site on Google.
I see. Okay, that's. Okay.
And once you save that, that page will then be added to my website. So that's basically when customizing your website. That's how you would do that. Okay. I also mentioned here since I'm in the settings now as well, you can actually add feature listings now, which I find to be really cool. So under feature listings, you can see here I have some already. I'm going to actually delete these. We'll start from scratch. So under my feature listings, under the tab here, I can select up to 12 listings that I want to showcase on the front of my website.
Wow.
And what I can do is I can go to select listings. And right now I don't have listings because I'm not an agent.
Right.
But if I was to search for listings, which I can also do, like you can give me an address if you have one, I can search for it.
831 Ellis, Ellis Place in Oradell.
Let's see, we can.
It's under contract.
Okay, so maybe that's why it won't show up. This will only show your currently actives. But let's say I want to use, you can use this one, 505 Oradell Ave as an example here. We can select that, and then I can go ahead and then select up to 11 more because I said you can do up to 12. So like I can say like, any one of these.
You can showcase other agents' listings.
If you wanted to. I know some agents who were using the websites before, they might just put like specific price points up on the featured listings, but typically it would be mostly theirs. Beforehand with the websites, you didn't really have much control over the amounts that you can add. So with this, you can actually do up to 12, which is a pretty good amount. I'm just gonna hit done here. So
does it take out the other agent's information?
So basically all it really does is it will feature their listing on your page, and the page, like if I go back to my website now, I want to see if it's there yet. So here's the listing, right? So basically they're on the client would be on my website. They would still see the information for that agent. But if they had contacted me, I'm essentially connected with them as an agent. They would have my information there. And then obviously I would probably reach out to the other agent on the other end. But yeah, their information would sort of appear here, kind of like if you're on Zillow. I think the idea with this website in general is to have something that's very much a experience similar to Zillow.
Right.
And that's why you'll notice here, if you're doing even just like a listing search, I'll do current location, feels very similar to Zillow.
Oh yeah. Wow, look at that. Look at that. Wow. Put that on your page.
Awesome looking listing.
Oh wow, that's gorgeous.
Yeah, but again, like since let's just say like hypothetically I was the client on the website, if they were like, oh wow, this is an awesome listing, I want to get more information, they can ask me and then they would get more information from me.
And then you would call the other agent if you wanted to either show it or get more information.
Right. And the other really cool thing about these websites now is that you can request virtual showings. So you can see here, I can schedule a video tour. And let's say I actually wanted to have a video tour of this. I can select my availability, which would then shoot that information back to me as an agent. And it would come up in my database. So then I would see exactly like all the information that they provided to me, time frames, what they preferred to have as far as like the video platform, and then any custom notes. So it's very very cool stuff. And they've been doing a lot of updates to this, and I think it's becoming a lot more robust since like when they first released them back in October of last year. So really, I mean, this can very much become a Zillow killer at some point. I'm not going to say right away, but I think it has the potential to become a very big rival.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm looking for.
I have a question about the virtual tour.
Yeah.
You said you can put the times in. How does that work? I mean, can't someone just go on a virtual tour anytime, or?
So basically how it works, if they schedule a video tour, you're giving them just a time frame. So you're just saying like, I want it to be either the morning, afternoon, or evening. maybe for a particular home, they're not letting people in to do a video tour at like a certain period of the day. So giving some specific time frames allows you to kind of see what would work best for the client. So that's basically how that would work. Additionally, I would also assume that you can probably work with like a 3D tour and kind of give them a virtual tour that way as well.
Right.
But I think here, the idea is that you would be able to just give them like a little Zoom tour.
Right.
So I thought that was really cool that they added that recently.
So they don't have to go onto the MLS listing to do that. They can do it through us.
Request it right here. And they can also request an in-person tour, because now we're starting to get back more into the in-person tours.
Yes.
So the idea is that they can request both. So I think that this isn't ever going to go away now. I think the idea of a virtual open house or a virtual showing is kind of going to be here for a really long time.
Right. Right. Well, that's good. That's good that
Yeah.
they have a choice.
Yeah. So,
Yeah.
All right. I hope that answered your main question.
Yeah.
So I see that there were some other people who kind of popped in here. Does anybody else have any questions or anything you want me to kind of like touch upon right now? Because this is basically an ask me anything. So you can really just kind of ask me anything you want.
Hi, Chris. This is Emily. I do have a question.
How you doing?
When I'm in command under contacts, and then I select the filter for leads, and then I go into the lead source to see. I wanted to see how many, just the leads from my Facebook ad. How come we don't have like Facebook on the lead source? Weren't we supposed to have?
So there is actually. Let me go into. I'm gonna go into another account so I can actually kind of go through from actual leads. So if I go under I'm gonna go into a campaign here. So let's just say hypothetically it was a lead that I've gotten from Facebook.
Mm-hmm.
Click on these. So these are the leads that I've gotten from my Facebook. Now with the filters, actually before I do that, I'm gonna go into my lead here. So the actual lead source, as you can see, it's labeled as a Facebook ad lead. So that would be the lead source. Now you're saying that if you tried searching for them within a filter, you weren't able to find them?
No, like when you click in filters and go to leads like you were before?
Yeah.
Okay. So right there to the left, see what it says leads. So if I select leads, like right there.
So let's try this.
Oh, actually, see, I see it there, but I don't have it on mine.
Yeah, let me, before I do that, I'm going to turn the filters off. Let's clear the filters here. So we're going just back into my filters. I'm going to do lead source here as Facebook ad lead.
Like, I don't see that on mine. I don't have that option.
Try just typing it, because you can type in here as well.
Oh, okay.
You can just do Facebook ad lead, and I'm going to apply that as a filter. Now, because I didn't put it in as lead, let's do as leads only. And that should, I wonder what happened there. Oh, because of this. There we go. So you notice.
I see it. Okay, if I type it, I see it.
Yeah, so you notice now like how I have my filters here, Facebook ad lead. I'm filtering by leads only. And then all the leads that I currently have in Facebook are coming in from Facebook. Right here, you can see it's 51. Those will appear down in this list. Now, if you want to get a little bit more narrow with how you filter, if we go back to campaigns, under campaigns, when you're looking at your Facebook ads, you'll notice here that everyone has the cost per lead. And you'll notice that there's a little number right underneath the dollar amount. So if you want to filter it specifically by a specific campaign that you would have done, you can click on the little number here, and that's going to bring you and just filter it down by those leads specifically.
Okay.
So that makes it a little bit easier when you're trying to see leads from a specific campaign you're running.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to do.
Cool.
All right, thank you. That was great. I appreciate it.
Awesome. Cool. Anybody else have any other questions? Or anything you want me to go over? Anything you want me to? Anyone?
And
Anything?
you say you're posting what you just did live, right?
What was that?
You say you're posting what you just did on the listing presentation. So if I want to go back to it and listen again, I can.
She's gonna record this, right?
Yeah, so I have this, it's currently being recorded to Facebook, and then I'm gonna download the video and then post it into YouTube a little bit later.
Okay, awesome.
You'll definitely be able to rewatch this later on.
Okay, I appreciate it. I would like to do that. Thank you, Chris.
Good stuff. All right, cool. Any other questions?
I'm good myself for now, thanks.
Awesome.
Yeah, I think Siona, I guess we could.
Cool. Yeah, so the idea of this again was just to be more of like a Q&A. So like if you had any questions about anything specific to Command or any kind of like marketing questions or anything really, be open to take any questions. So you know, I wanted to try it out with this. You know, I haven't done one of these before specifically. So it was kind of good to see, gauge how it was going. So I'll probably be doing one of these more so again in the future if anybody was interested in that.
Yeah.
But I know I saw some other people stop by. Did anybody have any other questions? I know I see Deborah in here. Keller Williams Town Life representing. All right. If nobody had any other, hello?
Hi, it's Deborah. I came in late. I don't have any questions right now. I know I have to schedule a private appointment with you, so I will do that at some point.
All good. All right. Yeah. So again, just wanted to thank everybody for taking the time out to join me today. I still saw people coming in. Let's see if anybody had any other questions.
Thanks for taking the time to teach, Chris. Appreciate it.
Chris, we could schedule a private appointment with you.
I can, yeah, I can send you my calendar.
Thank you.
Send it to me too, please.
Yeah, I'll send it over to you as well.
Okay, thank you.
Neville, I saw you just popped in. Did you have any questions? And I see somebody else came in as well, Katarina.
Chris, this is Emily. Can you send me your calendar too? Because I'm just learning a lot about Command, and I do have a few questions. So maybe if I could schedule a session with you.
I'll send that over to you as well.
Okay, I appreciate it.
Cool.
I don't have a question, Chris. I was just I'm here to see and learn. You know, what do you have to say?
Oh, you didn't have any questions?
No.
Okay. Yeah, no, we have this recorded, so I'll have it on YouTube a little bit later today, and you can watch what we were going over before.
Great.
Okay. All right.
Cool. All right. If nobody has any additional questions, I'll close this out. Again, anybody who asked for my calendar, I'll go ahead and I'll send it over to you as well. And hope everybody enjoys the rest of their Wednesday.
You too.
All right.
Thank you.
Take care.
Take care.
Bye.
See you. I'm gonna call you now.
Okay.
All good. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.